Good morning, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving weekend. We sure had a full house around here. If you were watching our Thanksgiving videos, you'll know that we really had a full house here. I, for the first time, put my Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving this year because I bought a new Christmas tree and I could not wait to put it up. Christmas is just around the corner and I want to show you this marshmallow brownie that we like to make. This is one that we generally make for the holidays. I'm going to walk you through it step by step and we're going to make some really good brownies today. The reason these brownies are so good is they take a pound of butter, literally a pound of butter to make these. So many of you have been asking about our cookbook and I am so sorry that we are sold out. I'm happy that we've sold them, but I feel bad when people want to order a cookbook and I have to say that they are sold out. I am going to continue to do my cooking videos from time to time, especially here through December. And I will share my recipes with you there. You have been so good to come over to my Instagram and chat with me and ask me questions, and hopefully I've answered your question that you might have had. So let's get started. You want to start by greasing and flouring a 9 by 13 pan. Do any of you still grease and flour your pans this way, or do you spray them? I do both. For this recipe, I'm going to grease and flour it because that's what I've always done. Hey kids, if you're wondering what to get me for Christmas, one of those book rack things that you all have to put my book in, that would be awesome. Beat 2 cups of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 4 eggs. Add a 1.5 cups of flour and a 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Now, in a medium saucepan on the stove, you're going to want to melt a cup of butter with 4 tablespoons of unsweetened Hershey's cocoa, or whatever cocoa that you use, that's fine. So I have a cup of butter that I've melted, and I'm adding 4 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. And then I add a teaspoon of vanilla. So you're going to want to preheat your oven at 350 degrees. Now you just add that melted butter and cocoa mixture to your batter. These go in the oven for about 30 minutes on 350 degrees. When the brownies have been in the oven about a half an hour and are done, spread a 16-ounce package of miniature marshmallows across the top of it while it is still blazing hot. While the brownies are cooling, we can make our frosting to go over the top of the marshmallows, and we do this by melting a cup of butter and a 4 teaspoons or 1/4 of a cup of unsweetened baking cocoa. Add 1/3 of a cup of milk. Turn off the heat. Add a teaspoon of vanilla. And then you can add 3½ cups of powdered sugar. When you get that mixed up like that, I like to use my electric mixer. Now I'm gonna warn you right now, this is just like fudge and it is so good and you're gonna wanna eat it all. But don't eat it all, you're gonna wanna spread it on the brownies. You're just going to want to leave this someplace where it will cool and everybody stays out of it for a while. It needs to cool off and set up. In fact, this is actually, I think, better the second day after it's had a chance to dry out a little bit. But if it lasts that long, I don't know. Now, the next step, you find yourself nice corner of the house that you want to sit and relax. And if you don't have to share your frosting bowl with anybody else, you just sit and enjoy. Chad just got home from work. It's Friday. Chad needs a shave.
I need a shave.
He needs a haircut. We're so glad for the weekend.
And a treat. I need a treat.
Well, I've got to confess, I've already had 2.
Well, I've got a ways to catch up then, don't I?
Yeah. And I told everybody else to stay out of it. I told these guys, just put it somewhere where nobody will get it. I could not stay out of it. And then I had one, and then I had to have another one.
I'm surprised you're not blaming them for the missing pieces.
So, get a knife, and I'll.
I just want to dig it out with my hands.
Let me see how easy it is to cut out. It really comes out quite easy. Except for I don't drag it like that, I cut it.
Oh, you kind of like this?
That'd be nice.
Well, I know
And it just slips out.
Yeah.
Let me see this. Okay.
Don't bother me.
You like them?
Mm-hmm. That is soft. It's moist. Yummy.
Got a good brownie to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ah.
You need a glass of milk.
When I was working there for Christmas time, everyone would bring in their favorite treat and stuff, and so I took in a pan of these here brownies, marshmallow brownies, and this gal that I worked with, she says, "Oh, when are you going to bring those in?" You know, the next year she'd say, "When are you going to bring those brownies back in? They were so good. Those were my favorite." And so they, and several people really had mentioned that they liked them and wanted the recipe. But they are so good. And just buy the book. Oh, I guess you can't buy the book. Oh, sorry. But watch the video. Go back and rewatch the video and make them yourselves. They're really, really good. I think I butchered that.
You did.
Take 2?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, I'm glad to have this guy home for the weekend.
I'm
We
glad
are
to
going to
be here.
enjoy it so
Yep.
much.
Oh, we are.
And thank you for watching. It's been fun to make this video with you and enjoy making some brownies.
Yes, and thank you for making the video, because now I've got a treat for the weekend.
We need to take some to the neighbors,
Yeah.
or we will eat them all.
Yep.
Surely he and I can eat that whole pan. So we're going to get them out of here. See you later.
Bye-bye.